thank you. We're seeing great numbers coming in from wreath sales, donated wreaths to senior centers, and also monetary donations. So I want to thank you for all that you've done. Just a couple calls to action for this last week while we push to get our orders in and finish out the year strong. First of all, I'm joined by some of our friends from Tabasco down here. Say hi, girls.
Hi.
And much thanks to Pat O'Shea and Matt Ruffalo for also being involved behind the camera. So what we wanted to do is real quick talk to the dads and give you a little update on how things are going and answer some common questions that we've been getting, and then a few reminders. So thank you for all you've done. Just as a reminder, this wreath sale, this fundraiser is for our program to subsidize everything we do, and also, supporting Camp AIM, which for those of you that aren't familiar, Camp AIM is a program for individuals to be able to go to a camp in the summertime who otherwise might not be able to. Individuals with special needs, and this drive helps fund that program as well. So obviously very important, and thanks to everybody who's been helping out. So a number of questions we've been getting. First of all, about the site, the Eventbrite site, and how it's working. I think what we're finding is that it's working really quite well. The big tip that we would give you is make sure that you put something in every field. Even if, for example, you're picking up your wreath so you don't need to collect the mailing address for your customer, or you don't feel like we need their email address, or please put something in there. Put NA in the address field or something like that, because once you put something in every gray box, that little submit icon is going to go from gray to red, and you'll be able to hit submit and get your order through. Another thing that has happened over the course of the last week or so is that you should be receiving notification emails for everything you sell. Early on, this wasn't happening, but we retroactively made sure that all orders got that email. So you may have seen a bunch arrive on one day if you'd submitted orders. And then, of course, about every 12 to 24 hours after you hit submit and you send in an order, you're going to get an email notification. It doesn't happen immediately, but within the next day or so it should. And it's going to tell you the individual that purchased the wreath and the quantity, all that information. So we've had people asking, how do I keep track of what wreaths I've sold? That's how. You watch for those emails. If you want to get some information on, more detailed information for yourself, that's going to be an email into us. And our contact information is in the body of the email here. So if you need more details on yourself, give us a shout. But in general, just watch for those emails, and that'll kind of keep you on track. We've had questions like, how much margin is a wreath, right? So after we get done with incentives and paying for Squishamallows and everything like that, it's about 35% margin, 35-40% margin for one wreath sold that's going into our program and into Camp AIM. Just in full transparency for everybody getting involved, that's a question we've had, so we wanted to share it with everybody and let you know. Our goal this year is to move from 25% participation in the program up to 40% participation. And that's why we're doing so much with incentives in order to help the girls get more energized about this fundraiser. And obviously we have some great incentives this year. We have what we normally have, right? So sell 3 wreaths or $30. You get your wreath sale patch. There's obviously lots of levels and pins for selling multiples of 10, 25, 50. And so obviously we encourage everybody to work towards getting those achievements. We have rewards for the tribe who sells the most. Obviously the princess who sells the most, we're going to give her a large Squishamallow, the jumbo Squishamallow. But the main thing is that we want to ask you all today. Yes, we have all of those incentives and rewards. We're going to do a raffle at the close of the drive. And if you've sold 3 or more wreaths, your name would be entered into the raffle. And obviously we'll have some great prizes like you're used to at camp that the princesses can win. But really the main incentive that we want to talk about is the Squishamallows, right? So funny story, I was talking to Josh Mykoff, our Longhouse chief, and he was telling me a funny story about him and his daughter Emma, and how in years past Emma didn't really want to get out there and knock on people's doors or talk to grandparents about selling wreaths. But he mentioned to her that this year, all you have to do is sell 7 wreaths or collect $70, and you will get one of these Squishmallows. And she immediately said, "Are you kidding me? Let's go!" And they left the house and they started hitting up their neighbors, and now they're somewhere around 15 or 20 wreaths sold. So I think just for this year in particular, let's let the girls know about this Squishmallow piece, and let's see what happens. You might find yourself out there in your neighborhood seeing Josh and hopefully getting more involved this year. So let them know. That's, I think, the big motivator this year is letting them know about that piece. And then, we are wanting everyone to sell 3 wreaths or have a donation of $30, whether that's yourself making the donation or family and friends making that. That would be kind of our goal for everybody to do. And then obviously we hope to get as many people doing that as humanly possible. So let's talk about actual wreath pickup. So on Monday, Monday the 22nd, is our pre-order wreath pickup date, the early pickup date. And so if you have already submitted your order and you requested an early pickup, it's going to be at the Spencer Y from 5 to 8 on Monday. That is going to be a basic wreath pickup. If you've done it in years past and you're familiar with all the different things that go on, the ropes and the car line and the fire pits and the firewood purchasing and the greeting card drop-off and the patches and the Squishmallows, we're not doing any of that stuff on Monday. Monday is just if you pre-ordered your wreath, come in, we'll be there, we'll help you get your order so that you can get it to your customers who specifically wanted their wreaths early. We're doing the full wreath pickup day on Saturday, December 4th, in the morning from 8:15 to noon. If you want to come out and volunteer, we will take the help. It is a big project, lots to move, obviously, so please come out and help. But mainly, when you come and pick up your wreaths that day, that's when you're going to have the ability to purchase firewood. You're going to have, the ability to drop off your greeting cards, your Christmas cards for the nursing home wreaths. You're going to be able to pick up your princess's Squishmallow that day. And if for some reason you can't make it on that day, we'll coordinate. The Squishmallows will be at the Y. You can come in and pick them up. Your name would be on a list. We can drop off Squishmallows. We'll figure that out. But that is when the delivery of that big incentive is going to be, is on Saturday, December 4th. Okay. And then on the 4th, just do know that when you arrive, buy some firewood, drop off some of those Christmas cards that you've made. If you didn't know, every one of the senior wreaths that gets donated is going to have a Christmas card with it. So over our break, over Thanksgiving, what have you, sit down. If you can make a Christmas card for every senior wreath that you have sold, that would be huge. And when you come to pick them up, you can drop them off. Of course, you can drop off Christmas cards at early wreath pickup. That's not a problem. But just a lot of the other infrastructure things that we would be delivering, that's all going to be on Saturday, the 4th of December. Okay. I think with that, I've covered everything. Last bit is, if you are hesitant to sell because maybe on December 4th you can't get in and pick things up and you need some help, you need some help delivering, you need somebody to grab your wreaths for you and hang on to them until we can get them to you a few days later, shout that out. Do not let that be a barrier to getting involved. We'll help you out. Just ask and we'll do whatever you need, whether it's helping out with some delivering or helping grab your wreaths for you and getting to you at a time where you're able to get there. All right. Thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, send us emails, and we really appreciate everybody's partnership this year. Take care. Bye.